You can't see? Okay. I will send it again now because I think it will only be shown to those people that was in the chat just now. Okay, sorry, let me send it now. Okay, can you guys see it? Can you guys see it now? Okay, guys. So, no. Oh, sorry. I sent it privately. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me do it again. Okay. So sorry. I pressed something wrong just now. Okay. Okay, now I send already. I resend again. Okay, right, guys. So we have to find the 7.5% discount from the 160. So after you will find out after you take your calculator, you press it, 7.5% discount is actually 12. So the discount allowed is 12. After the discount is 148. Okay. So this is a bit special. Don't forget about the trade discount. Okay. So if you have cash discount minus the trade discount first, then only go and find the cash discount. Okay, you have to do step by step. Okay, now what is the next one? Okay, 24. A lot of students, right, for 24, right, oh, they say, oh, Pari pay by check 141. So what you're going to do is that a lot of students, they just write this one, Pari 141, and then they stop right there. But guys, a lot of you didn't read the question. Full settlement of the purchase made on 20 January. You can't download it. That is weird. Okay, never mind. I'll send it later on in maybe Google Drive or something using the VBest account. Okay, so what is the next thing you're going to do is that, okay, so you guys can see 141 to settle fully the purchases made on 20th January. So you guys see 20th January is how much? 150. Okay, you sold goods on credit to Pari 150. And then he used 141 to settle what he owe you. That means he owe you 150, but he used 141 to settle everything. Obviously, there's a $9 discount. So, yeah, I already sent it in the group chat. You guys can't see it, is it? How come so weird one? Okay. Okay, never mind. You guys listen first. Okay, I don't know why it's missing there. And later I'll upload in the VBest account. Okay. So that's for Pari lah. All right. So right after that, I think that's all. I think that's all. That's the tricky part only. The rest is quite easy, and then you guys can do the balance CD for yourself. Okay. So that's the tricky part. Okay. So I will move on to the next one. What I'm gonna do fast because I have another revision tips notes that I want to go through with you guys. Okay. Okay, now this one still sometimes students get confused. They don't know, oh, who am I? Whose account I'm doing it for? Okay, so over here you must always remember the name above. Okay, the name on top, right? This is actually you. Okay, this is actually you. You must know. So you must understand who is Dilip to you. So from the questions above, you can see bought goods on credit from Dilip. Okay, I'll use another color to differentiate it. Okay, so this is Dilip. Anything else with Dilip? Okay, here's another Dilip. Here's another Dilip. Okay, I think that's the three transaction only. Okay, so obviously when you bought goods on credit from Dilip, the first thing you know is who is Dilip to you? Your trade payables. As we know, trade payable is a liability. So liability would be minus plus. Cool. Okay, now what we're going to do next is that the first thing you're going to do, okay, is there any balance breakdown? There's no balance breakdown because the question say no balance on the 1st January 2021. So we can start with the very first item, which is on the 3rd of January. So 3rd of January, you bought goods on credit. So that means you must remember minus side means what? Minus side means that you owe lesser to your supplier. If on the plus side, that means you owe more to your supplier, understand or not? So on credit, in the very first one, purchases. Okay, don't forget there's a trade discount. Okay, don't forget there's a trade discount. So you must record the amount after the trade discount. Please take note of that. Okay, so after the trade discount, it's going to be 90. All right, that's the first item, 3rd of January. Okay, what is the next thing going on? The next one is on the 10th, return goods to Dilip list price. Okay, please remember, every time if you see they say list price, it's actually before the trade discount. So you must remember when you bought the goods, the amount is deducted already with trade discount. So when you return it, the amount of the goods must also be after the trade discount. So the discount is how much, okay? When you first bought it is 25%. So you must go and find out first, how much is it 25%? 20 times 25%, you know, is 5. So 20 minus 5, you know the goods that you return after the trade discount is 15, okay? So you can go here and then you know that purchases returns. Why purchases return is here? Because of the return, you owe lesser, okay? You owe lesser to your supplier, understand or not? So over here is 15, and then this is on January 10. Okay, after that, what happened on a January 11? January 11, you pay cash already. You pay how much? You only pay 50. So reduce your debts by 50. Okay, now there's nothing else. Obviously, you haven't paid whatever you owe. So there's a balance CD of 25. Okay, just like that. And then don't forget, the question say, please bring down to the next year. So you guys can do the brought down yourself lah. Okay, so it's actually quite simple in this case. Okay, now the next one. Complete the table by placing a tick to indicate which document dealer was sent to Shilpa for the return of goods on 10 January. Okay, so first of all, right, you must understand debit note, right, is always no entry one. Okay, why we say no entry? First, what is debit note? It's a document that the buyer sent to the seller. So buyer sent to seller for what reasons? Okay, they want to request a deduction. Okay, they want to request a deduction from the invoice. They want to pay lesser because normally you guys must know, a lot of people, right, they thought that, oh, debit note is sent because they want to return goods. Guys, there are more reasons than that. Other than just return goods, there are actually few more reasons. Another reason is because they are overcharged, okay? Or one more reason is because of damaged goods, faulty goods lah. So please remember, it's not just returning the goods, okay? So buyer sent to seller, buyer sent a debit note, right? But it's not confirmed by the seller yet, okay? It's what the buyer want to request, but it's still not the finalized one. It's not confirmed. So you guys must know, if the question say debit note, they request for 50. Sorry, wait. Okay, let's say the debit note is 50 and then the credit note is 40. Which one should we record? We should record the credit note one, because credit note is the one that seller confirm. Seller sent to buyer one. So this is the amount, this is in the credit note is how much the seller agree that you can return the goods. Okay, so must remember only this one. So debit note, there's no entry. Credit note is for recording purchases return and also sales return. Please remember that. Okay, any question from here? So that's all for the first question. Okay, it's not very hard, right? Just some tricky parts that you might need to take note. All right, so I will move on to the next one if no question.